Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know my name is Plus, and welcome back to another episode of Raw as we are on week 7 going into your road to WrestleMania. Tonight, you will hear from your World Heavyweight Champion. Tonight, you will get action between Chad Gable and the phenomenal one AJ Styles. Tonight, you will get women's action with two former women's champions being Rhea Ripley and Shotzi Blackheart. Tonight, you get a professional wrestling made main event when Hardwood goes one-on-one with Johnny Gargano. You came a lot faster than I expected, Roman. Enough games, Rikishi. You had a lot to say a couple of weeks ago over on Mayhem, and I'm here now, and I want to know exactly what you have to say to my face. What happened to you, Roman? This was not the bloodline that we envisioned. This was not supposed to be how things ended up. Things were supposed to be smooth. Solo was your enforcer. The twins did their thing and ran the tag team division, and you won the World Heavyweight Championship. What happened to that? What happened to the Samoan dynasty that we told each other that we were going to create? That we were going to bring this head of the table from it just being a saying and us actually being that. Not just you sitting at that head of the table. Us sitting at that head of the table. The entire family, the entire NOI family sitting at the head of WWE. It seems like you've forgotten that mission statement. Forgotten. I haven't forgotten anything. You swore me in as tribal chief because you knew that I had what it took to get the job done, and the job isn't done yet. And your son wants to sit here and backtalk me and try to take my spot at the top. Well, guess what? He had to get sat down. The same way we would have done it anywhere else if we were on the island. So don't sit here, look at me in my face and tell me that I'm the bad guy here. Whoever undermines me gets shot out. I pray that isn't you. But if it is, I will put you in your place as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's an interesting start to Raw, to say the least. But as we are here, as the arena is full right here in Mexico, or New Mexico, I should say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raw. And for your start-off match, it will be Chad Gable going one-on-one with the phenomenal one AJ Styles. I mean, man, what a start to Raw. You know, obviously things are heating up over on the island of relevancy with Bloodline business, but ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania business has been heating up as we have a North American Championship Fatal 4-Way match to get to you guys with, and the two competitors that are going to be in that Fatal 4-Way match will be in this matchup tonight, going against each other, as Chad Gable has had a difference in luck as of late as he's turned it around here in Universe Mode, and he is deciding to spring off and go and do more of a singles thing. And it's seemingly working out good for him. You know, the week before, Otis seen himself in Intercontinental Championship, action. So things are looking up for Alpha Academy, to say the least, outside of their tag team work. So that's got to be nice for them. But ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to be very, very interesting, as Chad Gable isn't going against a usual AJ Styles. He's going against a more lone wolf AJ Styles, a guy who has been kind of just doing his thing as of late and just been leaving a carnage in his path. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the man you see right now, the phenomenal AJ Styles. As you've seen in the graphic earlier tonight, he is also going to be in this Fatal 4-Way match. But I'm going to tell you guys how this matchup became to be, and it wasn't off of anything social media. It was 2 days ago over on Mayhem, over on Friday nights, and you know, the start of it got pretty chaotic as Samoa Joe started it off, but AJ Styles kind of got in there, Seth Rollins got in there, Chad Gable got in there. It turned into a match at one point, and then chaos broke down. You know, you've seen AJ Styles put his hands on Rollins. You've seen him go after, you know, Samoa Joe with that pop-up style class that you see right there on your screen. You know, it was just absolutely insane. I mean, it was mayhem, to say, you know, not even to be, you know, punny or anything, ladies and gentlemen. But WrestleMania is heating up, as you guys know, and with WrestleMania under 3 weeks away at this point, you gotta think that these superstars are going to be a little nervous going into this pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, WrestleMania that we will ever put on here in Universe Mode. Right now, the cards are looking jam-packed. The fact that the cards aren't even finished is absolutely insane in itself. But ladies and gentlemen, to step aside from what we are going to be getting in 3 weeks' time, let's talk about right now. Here we go with Chad Gable. It's AJ Styles, and Styles with a beautiful swing neck breaker there. Styles, a man on a mission here tonight. And, you know, AJ Styles, you know, to say the least, when it comes down to the career of AJ Styles, he has had a lot of ups and downs here in Universe Mode. We talk about that all the time. We talk about the ups, we talk about the downs, but I want to highlight what happened this past November at Clash of the Champions. That pay-per-view really self-made AJ Styles in the OC and gave AJ Styles the direction he was looking for. Now, look at this now. AJ Styles, beautiful submission maneuver here, looking to put away Chad Gable in the early-ons in this matchup, very early-ons. As you see, there's no OC out here with Chad Gable, but Otis has Gable's back, but again, you see there's no OC out here, just going to that lone wolf mentality of AJ Styles, and beautiful backbreaker into the face breaker there by AJ Styles. Showing off that phenomenal repertoire, to say the least, and a knee breaker to say, oh man, right to the face. And look at this now, AJ Styles showing off that athleticism, man, the things you love to see from the phenomenal one. And look at this now, Otis looking to play a part in this matchup, looking to help out Chad Gable a little bit. You can't blame him, ladies and gentlemen, as this matchup, I am now being told, has a 20-minute time limit, so that's going to be very, very interesting to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this now, as AJ Styles going down here, as the phenomenal one could be in trouble here. AJ Styles could get taken out here early on here by Chad Gable, as both these men are going to need all the momentum that they can get going in to WrestleMania. And look at this now, AJ Styles, Chad Gable, beautiful collar and tie lock up there. Now both men getting tangled up there. Styles goes for a punch, missing out there. Gable, man, we talk about the suplexing machine that he is. He is showing off that here tonight, as Gable's going to high risk. Will it be high reward here on Monday Night Raw? And look at this now, Gable, missile drop kick. Beautifully done by the star-studded Olympian known as Chad Gable. I mean, come on now, you don't see this anywhere else. And oh, Gable is definitely giving the WWE Universe a run for their money here tonight, as a lot of people probably would have assumed Styles would have had this one in the bag here tonight. You know, Styles being more of the, you know, being here a little longer than Chad Gable. And aside from being here longer, AJ Styles has a way, way longer track record of being a single superstar over Chad Gable. But Gable now giving Styles a run for his money, but no. Goes for the cover with it there. Beautiful suplex here. And you see, you're going to see a lot of that with AJ Styles. You're going to see a lot of combination suplexes. You're going to see a lot of grappling moving around. That's that technical advantage that Chad Gable has. And look at that, showing off the strength as well. You know, Chad Gable, complete package. Look at this, giving a thank you to the crowd. You got to love it. You got to love it, man. Chad Gable, he has had a lot of ups and downs himself here in Universe Mode, battling against the Judgment Day when they were feuding with LA Knight, and you know, becoming friends with LA Knight and them having that journey here in Universe Mode has definitely done good for Chad Gable. Look at this now, Styles feeling a bit of a comeback here as Gable was for a punch, and Styles with a Pele kick. Beautiful work there by the phenomenal AJ Styles, and as the lone wolf came out here by himself, he seems like he wants to put this one down, and a power bomb. Oh my God. Just tossing Chad Gable where he stands. Absolutely phenomenal work, no pun intended, by AJ Styles. And now Styles looking to work on that knee there, looking to work on that leg. You see there when he locks in that calf crusher, trying to sweeten up the leg for it. And oh man, Gable making me eat my words there as he swings him off, goes into a quick cover here. Is he going to be able to put him away? No. Kick out at one there by AJ Styles. Chad Gable thinking to himself what to do next, as Styles needed a break outside the ring, licking his wounds for a second, coming back in. It seems like Styles the man on a mission. Beautiful work there by AJ Styles. Step up kick, knocking Gable down exactly where he needs to be. Sit out powerbomb into the covers. This one going to be it here, going to the 2. No. Gable getting the shoulders up somehow, some way, ladies and gentlemen, to say the least. I can definitely argue that these guys are putting all that WrestleMania energy on the line here tonight, as they are opening you guys up here on Raw. And Gable seems to be going to sleep here tonight, as AJ Styles has that locked in. Nowhere for Gable to go, but Gable finding an opening and getting them off. Beautiful there. As now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to go on commercial break, but we'll be right back right after this. The mental battle of Cody Rhodes has been going strong, but will he finally make a choice? Well, ladies and gentlemen, he has no choice, because next week Cody has to make a choice for March 17th, WrestleMania. Will Cody Rhodes be going, and will he challenge CM Punk? But ladies and gentlemen, we are back from commercial break, and as you see a chair coming into play here by Otis. Otis kind of just doing whatever here. But as you see, the road to WrestleMania heating up, to say the least, as next week it is now confirmed that Cody Rhodes will be here live with a microphone in his hand. Talk about his WrestleMania plans. Will he accept CM Punk's challenge? I don't know, but look at this now. Beautiful work there by Gable into the cover. Is this one going to be it here? One, no. Gable having Styles perfectly scouted there. That is exactly what you want to see if you're a Chad Gable fan, to say the least. And look at that now. Big punch to the face there by Gable. Gable now. Beautiful belly to belly. Swinging AJ Styles over. Styles doesn't know where he's at. He doesn't know where he's at. What's going on? He's leaning onto those ropes for dear life. And I eat my words there. Pops up Gable. Playing a little bit of possum there is the Phenomenal One. Smartly done there. And now Gable bouncing him right off of the ropes there. Gable trying to find himself in the ring as both men seemingly got a little confused on what to go for there. And now Styles looking for a neck breaker there. Beautifully done there. And look at this now. Otis doing exactly what he was brought out here to do. Supporting Chad Gable. Making sure Gable walks out with the win here tonight. As Chad Gable and Otis do things usually the right way here in Universe mode. But on the road to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen, as the weeks are counting down, as we are 3 weeks away. It's crazy to even think about. Things are getting a little heated, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this now. Styles goes down for the one. And oh, wait a minute. If I know Gable, oh, he's going to tap into that Guerrero-like mentality as he is going up for the three. Amigos! Locks in the third one into the cover. Is this one going to be a no? Styles kicking out with a lot of passion behind that one, a lot of energy behind that one, as the Phenomenal One, AJ Styles, not looking too good in this matchup. He's definitely going to want to find a way to get away with the victory here tonight if he wants to walk away with the victory, as Chad Gable has his number, and with the help of Otis, you know, this might be exactly what Chad Gable needed going into WrestleMania. I mean, imagine if Gable can defeat AJ Styles here tonight, what that can do to Gable's stock, what that can do to Gable's ranking going into this championship match before if he can win the championship going into Mania. But look at this now. Styles just threw Gable back in the ring. Otis threw Styles back in the ring. The referee giving us a little bit of leniency as we are opening up with a 20-minute opener here tonight for you guys right here on Raw. And look at this one now as AJ Styles could be going up for a ride, and Gable following through, pressing down on the mat as Styles down and out. No. Styles finding a way to kick out of this one as Gable with a knee to the face. You see the urgency on the mind of Chad Gable. The crowd as they chant "Fight Forever." Gable with so much urgency in his mind, in his eyes. He is trying to find a way to walk out with a victory as fast as possible, as Styles now looking to bring him up, but Gable saying no. Gable seemingly being able to find a way out of this one, as ladies and gentlemen, Gable has been the one with the most offense here tonight. Devastating powerbomb. Listen, I mean, I was going to bring up that tape around AJ Styles, but with the way Gable's going in this matchup, I don't see him taking it off anytime soon. Gable is bringing the hard hitting, but the hard hitting needs to be brought here in this matchup, as Gable's now up to the top rope 3 weeks before Mania with a win in his eyes. Splash for Gable. Can he do it? Can he win right before Mania? No. Styles kicks out. You got to talk about that veteran mentality. You only got to talk about that resume of AJ Styles, ladies and gentlemen. You know, AJ Styles, he's wrestled all over the world. He's done amazing things. Beautiful suplex, keeping through, and look at that now. Vertical, keeping it in. Look at this. The Phenomenal One now. Up and down goes Gable. I was going to talk about that veteran IQ of the Phenomenal One. Beautiful neck breaker there. I was going to talk about the fact that AJ Styles, no matter what he's been through in this matchup, giving Gable a dose of his own suplexes. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is ring withal. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is fight where you're pulling it out of I don't know where. And this AJ Styles, will this be the same AJ Styles we see come WrestleMania? It's damn sure possible. Beautiful work there by the Phenomenal One, as now Styles has Gable exactly where he wants him to be, exactly where he needs him to be. And look at this now, punching away on the face of Gable. The Olympic hero here tonight found out what happens when you mess with the Phenomenal One. I eat my words there as Gable knocks off Styles. Beautiful work there. Beautiful, beautiful work there by Chad Gable, finding an opening, going outside the ring, and now capitalizing on that opening. You see that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly the type of thing that AJ Styles would do. You see this right here, ladies and gentlemen, absolute banger. You're seeing two superstars who are from two different generations, but are clashing it in a way that is just... It is just magic, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this now. Referee was going to be on the count of 6, but is now on the count of 5 as AJ Styles broke the count. And that just goes into the respect aspect that I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen. That just goes with the respect that these two men have for each other, and it's showing in this matchup. Come WrestleMania, I don't know if that respect will still be on the line, but what I know now is, is it showing as this one is breaking down to the outside, and now we are 15 minutes in to the show, 12 minutes into the matchup, as this does have a 20-minute time limit. I want to remind everybody here tonight. And look at this now. Styles going back into the ring while the referee is on the count of 8. Come on, not like this, Gable. Referee on the count of 9. Gable doesn't want to go out like this. Not like this, Gable. But Gable gets back in. Gets back in and knocks down Styles. Styles thought that he had this one in the bag. Styles thought that he had this one won, but Gable, underdog from the underground. Look at this now. Popping him up and dropping him where he sits. Lays him down. The phenomenal one could be no more, as it seems like AJ Styles, he underestimated the Olympic underdog here tonight. As look at this now. Gable pulling through, doing exactly what I told you, ladies and gentlemen, Gable does. Gable finds a way in every situation, in every match that he is in, to use some of that amateur wrestling background to his advantage. Those are the things you gotta love about Chad Gable, not forgetting those roots, not forgetting where he came from. But look at this now, Styles trying to hit something big there on Gable. Gable says no. Beautiful suplex, has Styles down on the mat, shoulders down, no. Shoulders were down to the mat, nowhere for Styles to go, but Styles somehow, some way found it in on the kick out. As Gable has Styles exactly where he needs him to be. It takes him to the outside of the ring. Beautiful work there by by Chad Gable. As Gable and Styles, man, these men going at each other in a way that I never thought I'd see superstars go at each other, especially being in a fatal 4-way match. There's no bad blood between these men. The championship that they're fighting for hasn't been crowned on anybody. There is no reason for this to be personal, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get that picture out of your head. This right here is two men who are willing to put everything on the line to prove that they deserve to be at WrestleMania. And mind you, they already have their slot signed, sealed, and delivered. And now look at this. Styles drops down Gable. Their spots being signed, sealed, and delivered. And look at this, still fighting and beating the absolute crap out of each other. And you see Otis there trying to distract the referee, trying to give Gable some type of lenience, and it seems like it worked. Perfectly done there by Otis, coming to the aid of his tag team partner. That is the exact things that you want to see, ladies and gentlemen. But look at this now. Gable in big trouble here as AJ Styles has him up for a fireman. Oh my God. Fireman's carry on the back of the neck. Gable, I don't even know how the hell he's up right now, but he found a way to get up, and Gable drops him down for a suplex. Oh my goodness. I mean, come on. Like, seriously, this, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is all for the right to say they carry the momentum going in to WrestleMania. Look at this now. Electric chair position drops him down. These guys are riding dangerously close to the time limit here tonight, as they have been going at it for a whole hell of a long time. And oh man, look at this now. Gable with another kick to the back there. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, when these two men clocked in here tonight, they knew that it was time to work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we like to call a match like this. Oh, beautiful work there by Gable. A match like this, ladies and gentlemen, was what we like to call rent being due. And now Gable playing on the defense here as Styles finding a way to get him some offense. And look at this now, Styles bringing him right back into the ring there. Styles going up to the top of the rope. This might not be where Gable wants to be, as Styles now elbow drop from the top. Styles has Gable exactly where he wants him to be. Maybe exactly where he needs him to be. And look at that now, springing through the athleticism by Styles. You see the wherewithal on the phenomenal one, barely being able to get Chad Gable up to his feet, as Chad Gable, you know, coming down off of a beautiful Hurricane Rana there, as Chad Gable coming down off of a One hell of a maneuver there by the phenomenal one AJ Styles as Styles hit that air raid crash on the back of the neck on the outside, and you see Styles is definitely feeling the momentum here tonight as Styles wants one thing and one thing only, and that's for Chad Gable to get what's coming to him. And it seems like what's coming to him, ladies and gentlemen, is an ass whooping from the phenomenal one as Styles now. What does he have in mind here for Chad Gable? Beautiful kick there. Man, if I'm Otis, I'm throwing in the towel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even trying to be funny. When you talk about a match like this, you're talking about not only two men that are absolutely killing each other here tonight, but two men who are hands down not going into WrestleMania 100%. After this, come on now. Look at this now, Gable. Gable staring down AJ Styles, now going to the outside of the ring, not taking a chance by doing a tope. Very smartly done there by Chad Gable. And look at this now. Gable wants another electric chair position on the outside. Very unsafe position. Not the smartest if you're Gable, but Gable now knocking down Styles. Styles knocking off Gable. Both men going back and forth as they go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. And now Gable getting right back into the ring. Oh, my goodness. Now, look at this now. Styles top rope the crowd, the WrestleMania sign, everything in the eye line of AJ Styles. Elbow drop heard from the Macho Man above into the cover. Is this one? And it is. Styles did it with a tribute from the Macho Man himself, ladies and gentlemen. You want to talk about WrestleMania fever? Then this is the only way to get your blood boiling for it, as these men just, and I mean as the bell, as the referee hit his hand for 3, these men just hit that 20-minute time limit. For the first time in a long time, we didn't have to go a brawl, and it didn't go without any minutes. These two men came out here to work, and work they did here tonight. Wow. For weeks, we have been trying to figure out what Bryan Danielson's path will be towards WrestleMania. And today, as we are right around the corner to WrestleMania, I can officially announce that Bryan Danielson will be having an open challenge match coming at WrestleMania. I want Bryan to gear up. I want him to get ready and have a couple of matches going into the show of shows, because not even he will know who his opponent will be. We have just signed this superstar here to the Universe mode, and we don't know if he's going to be here for the long haul, but we do have him locked in for WrestleMania, and he is set to go one-on-one with the American Dragon. I know everybody wants to know who it will be, but we want to save those surprises for WrestleMania, so get ready for that, ladies and gentlemen, because Bryan Danielson will be there, and he will be 100% as he goes against a surprise opponent. It's going to be damn good. See you guys then. As the night continues, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor will be here live and in living color as he will be speaking on his actions from last week with the Judgment Day ever since the attack to Will Ospreay. But coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, women's action as Rhea Ripley, the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship, will be stepping up against the first ever women's champion, Shotzi Blackheart. Who will win? I don't know, but this one has professional wrestling written all over it. It's going to be one half of the tag team champions, Dax Hardwood, versus Johnny Gargano. It's going to be good. See you guys then. You know, this is the first time in a couple of weeks we all came to a show together. 4-man squad, exactly the way it should be. Now, I'm tired of people underestimating the Undisputed Era, alright? The Undisputed Era is the faction. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little good this year. And I'm feeling like I want to make some promises that I know the Undisputed Era can deliver on. And I'm thinking by the end of the year, not only is the Undisputed Era dripping in gold, but the Undisputed Era is running Monday Night Raw on top in the best faction that we can be. I'm talking in this entire company. Judgment Day can't touch us. Creed Brothers can't touch us. The Shield can't. Bloodline can't. We are peak professional wrestling, and we have been doing everything in our power to make sure that, you know, we make sure the Intercontinental Championship is around a good waist. But what about those tag titles, huh? What about that North American or Intercontinental Championship? There are so many titles out there that we could be going after, and I think post-WrestleMania, we need to make our names known, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Raw, as one hell of an episode that we are getting to you guys with, and Adam Pearce announcing that Bryan Danielson will be having an open challenge coming for WrestleMania. That is going to be a very, very fun to get into, ladies and gentlemen, as I do love me some Bryan Danielson. I mean, how do you not, ladies and gentlemen? But coming up tonight, we are going to be seeing two former women's champions wrestle tonight, as Shotzi Blackheart will be going one-on-one with Rhea Ripley, as Ripley has a WrestleMania match coming up for her pretty soon. And that matchup, although coming up for her, she still is miles away from it. And 3 weeks is a pretty long time, so Rhea is going to be getting her reps in tonight, going against Shotzi here tonight. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, women's action is here, and it is in full effect here tonight as Shotzi has brought out the tank. And you know, when she brings out the tank, she means business, all right? Make no mistake in your mind, ladies and gentlemen, this match will not be a squash match, is what the kids call it, all right? This match is going to be hard-hitting. Listen, Rhea Ripley was one of Shotzi Blackheart's first challengers when Shotzi won the Women's Championship back at the Elimination Chamber last year for Season 1 of WrestleMania. And, you know, Shotzi's hasn't had the best Season 2 here in Universe Mode, but overall she has tried her best to get her upbringing. And, you know, a couple of weeks ago she had a little backstage heart-to-heart with Lita for Raw Old School. And overall, Shotzi is still here. She has signed a new contract. She is not going anywhere, and I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is the most important part, as our former Women's World Champion is staying with us here in Universe Mode. And listen, she's going to be going against a dangerous woman, a woman who also shares the privilege of going on the cover front of the Deluxe Edition for WWE 2K23, and that being Rhea Ripley, ladies and gentlemen. Mommy is here, and she is ready to wrestle here tonight, as Rhea Ripley has no Dom, no JD, no Balor, no Priest. She is going into this one solo, as Judgment Day has her back, and they will be wrestling later tonight. But this is what's on Rhea Ripley's mind. WrestleMania, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley. And what's great about this are both of the women that are going to be wrestling at this year's WrestleMania for the grand prize are going to be on the cover front of the Deluxe Edition for the 2K game. So that is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. And aside from that, Cody Rhodes being the cover, still congratulations to him there. And ladies and gentlemen, stop the cover talk, all right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Universe Mode time, and it is time for Rhea Ripley to step into the ring with a long-time rival, being Shotzi Blackheart. This one's going to be very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, because it could go either way. Like I said, Shotzi just signed a new contract here in Universe Mode, just had a little endorsement from Lita, you know, and on the back of her mind, she's got to have last year replaying in her head. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, last year, you want to know the Mania card for the women's division? You want to know what it was looking like? It was this match right here, ladies and gentlemen. It was Shotzi Blackheart, it was Rhea Ripley, one-on-one for the right for the Women's Championship, ladies and gentlemen. What you are seeing is a WrestleMania Season 1 rematch all over again. And ladies and gentlemen, the big question is, will the same outcome that played last year play tonight? I don't know. It's going to be damn interesting. And oh man, look at that big knee strike there by Shotzi Blackheart, and Blackheart with another drop kick there. And look at that now, Blackheart using her momentum against the ropes. Big knee there. Rhea Ripley moving her right out of the way. Nicely done there by Ripley. Into the cover here. Is Ripley going to knock her off? No, Shotzi kicking out of this one. Beautiful work there by Shotzi Blackheart. Not going down easy here tonight by Rhea Ripley, and you can't blame her. And look at this now. Oh man, Rhea now driving her shoulders right into the stomach there of Shotzi Blackheart. But ladies and gentlemen, as this match will continue, we are going to go on commercial break, and we will be right back. Gentlemen, just a shout out to our cover star Cody Rhodes, as the American Nightmare has had one hell of an impact here in Season 2 of Universe Mode. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you can go and pre-order WWE 2K24 now on Xbox, PlayStation Store, Steam, and whatever the hell you own. Just look it up and see if you can find it. If you go ahead and get the Deluxe Edition, then you can play 3 days early, being March 5th of this year. But if you end up pre-ordering the original edition, you just gotta wait 3 days. But don't worry, we will make sure we cover most of the content right here on the channel. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the show. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back right here on Monday Night Raw. Look at this now, beautiful switch there by Rhea Ripley, once again switching there, and oh, looks to go grab Shotzi there, as Shotzi psyched out Rhea Ripley, not allowing Ripley to get her hands on her. Oh man, look at that now, big punch there by Rhea Ripley, and Ripley saying no there to Shotzi, and Shotzi and Ripley going back and forth as they go. Big swipe off there by Rhea Ripley. And Ripley, you know, a lot plays on her mind going into WrestleMania. She has a lot on her mind, not only with WrestleMania, but with the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day has had their hands full with Will Ospreay as of late. And, Even though that's been their main focus, Rhea's been trying to stay focused on her main prize. And look at this now, Shotzi Blackheart now trying to switch this one around here on Rhea Ripley. This one might not be too good for Rhea. And Shotzi now using the corner to her advantage. We do know that she does that all that well here in Universe Mode. And now Shotzi lining up Rhea for what could be the beginning of Rhea's end. The nightmare could be waking up from it. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Or Shotzi could be putting her ass right back to sleep. Shotzi now picks her up. What is she doing? Drives her head right back into the mat, into the cover. Is this one gonna be it here? No. Beautiful kick out there by Rhea Ripley. Listen, I don't know how she found it or where she did, but Ripley found a way to kick out of that one, and now Shotzi's feeling a little bit of sliced bread. Is she going to be able to get it here as the WWE Universe is behind her on this one? But Ripley says no. The stern eyes, the locked eyes, and Rhea Ripley, oh my God, just devastating, dominating combination of strikes locked into a riptide. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, ladies and gentlemen, listen. It's very unlikely you kick out of a riptide. I'm just going to say that. But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Ripley just continued that momentum, ladies and gentlemen, as Rhea Ripley can safely say not only is she going into WrestleMania, but she's doing it with a whole hell of a lot of momentum behind her. Congratulations by Rhea Ripley on this successful win, as you can only imagine Bianca Belair is thinking about. Oh man, what the hell is that? That was Will Ospreay. Ospreay is backstage right now attacking Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley's coming to the aid, or trying to come to the aid of Dominic Mysterio, but I think it's too late as Will Ospreay's fleeing the scene. What the hell is this? Oh my goodness, what the hell? Ladies and gentlemen, after a challenge thrown out by CM Punk last week, will Cody Rhodes accept the challenge? Ladies and gentlemen, next week Cody Rhodes will answer Punk's challenge. Will it be a yes? Will it be a no? Will Cody Rhodes be going to this year's WrestleMania as we go Hollywood? I don't know. We're going to find out, though, next week. Every single week, me and my partner step into the ring. We do what we have to do for the name of professional wrestling. For weeks, we've been telling the Usos, we've been telling DIY to take us more seriously. For weeks, we've been telling these guys that the championships are around our waist for a reason. It seems like FTR beating the Usos back at Raw Anniversary wasn't the wake-up call that the Usos needed, because we are still in a situation where the Usos think throwing their power around is going to be able to get things done. They need to get their family issues right. They need to focus on that, because come WrestleMania, we're locked in for the tag team championships, and if they're not as locked in as us, then they are going down. But as for tonight, my boy over here, Dak, he's going to clean house. He's going to clean house real good when he goes against Johnny Gargano. I know Gargano likes to call himself the heart and soul. And right now, there's a peace treaty between DIY and FTR until WrestleMania. But tonight, that gets put on pause. And because of that, we are going to unleash a world of pain on you. And trust me when we tell you, WrestleMania, you're not walking in 100%. There's no good guys, there's no bad guys, there's just top guys, and you're looking right at them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raw Zone as we are live and lively out here in New Mexico City. And ladies and gentlemen, here we are as we were promised the World's Heavyweight Champion, and he is here with a live microphone in hand as we will be finally hearing after the actions last week caught on display by Finn Balor, after what Finn Balor did to Will Ospreay. You know, we thought one attack was enough, but it wasn't enough for Finn Balor. Balor just had to continue throwing his momentum over and over and over again at Will Ospreay, and that was the outcome that we got last week. And Will Ospreay, ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, we have not heard anything from him. We're still waiting to hear from him. We do know that he's still okay. He's going to be at Mania. Contract signed, sealed, and delivered. But, I mean, come on. How much can you diminish somebody going into a pay-per-view? You know, this is what I was worried about with that 2-month gap for pay-per-view. It just seems like a longer time, more time for the Judgment Day to inflict more pain on their opponents going into pay-per-views. And speaking of pay-per-views, ladies and gentlemen, the show of shows known as WrestleMania is coming your way March 17th. Mark your calendars, because the World Heavyweight Championship will be on the line inside the season finale event, as Will Ospreay will be taking on Finn Balor, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to remind you guys that Finn Balor, you know, he's not just Will Ospreay isn't just getting this opportunity. He earned the opportunity by winning the No Way Out, by beating 5 of Raw's best superstars, being completely caught off guard. He did a good job not only by winning, but by carrying himself the way he's done, but Balor just doesn't want to respect him. Everybody wants to sit here and chant, Ospreay, Ospreay. That's no more. I sat here a couple of months ago, or almost a month ago, when me and Damian Priest went out on Mayhem, and we thought we sat down the aerial assassin. We thought we put him in his place, but the truth is, Will Ospreay is so determined to take this championship from me at WrestleMania. Nothing will stop him. Not what happened last week, not what's going to happen in the future before WrestleMania, not what happens at WrestleMania. Will Ospreay is determined to walk into that match. And over on Mayhem, you said something that I went back and watched, because I was over on the show, and I heard that you were there. I heard they gave you an empty arena, and they mic'd it all up, and they let Will Ospreay speak his story. They let Will Ospreay tell the entire world how he's feeling going into WrestleMania. And Will Ospreay has the nerve to test me, has the nerve to sit here and try to call me out as a guy who's looking at WrestleMania like another night. I've earned that, Will Ospreay. When you've been champion for how long I've been champion, when you've worked as hard as I've worked, when you sit on top of the throne for as long as I sit on top of the throne, well, after a while, the crowd of challengers starts to get real small, Ospreay. And I don't think you're understanding. You are the last person who can possibly challenge me for this title. I have beaten every single body, and any body that I have even thought that would pose a threat, I have taken them out permanently. You've seen what happened to Drew McIntyre at No Way Out. You've seen what happened to Bryan Danielson at No Mercy. You've seen what happened to Chris Jericho at Clash of Champions. Every time that I step into the ring, I create bangers. I create moments in time for this company to sell and make a lot of money. A lot of money from me. But you know what? I'm done. I'm done doing that. I'm done bending over and giving. So yeah, I decided that I was going into WrestleMania with a night off. I decided that I was going to take that grand stage and I was going to do what I had to do. And maybe go buy some groceries. I don't know. Do something outside of the wrestling ring, because I have put everything into this. But you want to question that. Over on Mayhem, if you didn't hear what Will Ospreay said, I'll be the one to enlighten you. Will Ospreay simply said that he doesn't want this Finn Balor, this Judgment Day Finn Balor, the Finn Balor who sits on top of the throne. And, remind you, I've earned that right. But Will Ospreay feels like, even though he just got here in the WWE, he should not only get the best Mania match in the main event with all the spotlights, but he wants the best Finn Balor? Well, then you know what, kid? You got him. You want the best Finn Balor? You want the Demon? Well, guess what? I have no problem proving my point, as I have been over the last couple of weeks. I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania with the Demon. I'm going to stand over your lifeless body as I raise this championship above my head, as I've been doing over the last several months here in Universe Mode. And I will go into a new season, a new chapter of Judgment Day that the world is not ready for, because trust me and trust me alone, when I said that the era of Judgment Day started June 2nd, I was lying, because after WrestleMania, the true Judgment Day begins, Doomsday begins, and every single superstar that I have beaten for this championship in the past is going to have to come to terms with that, and they will all be eradicated from this roster in a whole. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Finn Balor says that he will be bringing the Demon to WrestleMania. I mean, I'm not believing it until we see it, ladies and gentlemen. But as Finn Balor, JD McDonough, and Damian Priest stand here united as one, You can only think that what happened to Dominic Mysterio a little while ago was playing on their mind, if they even seen what happened. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the matchup confirmed for Mania. Will Ospreay, Finn Balor. I guess we gotta change it because the Demon is coming to WrestleMania, and inside your main event, it is coming up next. It is a straight-up wrestling match. As one half-year tag team champions, Dax Hardwood will be stepping inside the ring with Johnny Gargano, who will fare in this amazing match that we are about to witness. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, comment down below, as your main event is basically on your way right now. And oh man, what the hell? Oh man, that's LA Knight. We got a referee back there. The referee's trying to run around and grab other referees, and LA Knight's I can see why, because oh, big drop kick there. LA Knight is going right after Kyle O'Reilly. As earlier tonight we seen from the Undisputed Era, they seemed like they were on the same page about what was to come next for them. And oh man, that's all LA Knight wanted. He just wanted to catch one lacking, and that is exactly what he did. They caught him, and look at this now. LA Knight drops down O'Reilly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here in the Raw Zone, and oh man, it's already that time. I mean, I felt like it went by so fast. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to say it's time for your main event. Gargano, Hardwood, one-on-one, as this is a match, a little pre-match to what you will be seeing come WrestleMania, as WrestleMania will be the season finale of all season finales with a triple threat tag match with all three of Raw's and Mayhem's best teams going against each other. It'll be the Usos, DIY, FTR, and they will all step up for the right to be named tag team champions. The World Tag Team Championships have been defended by many great teams here in Universe Mode. It's been held by mainly the Usos the entire season, and trust me when I say they've done great things with it, ladies and gentlemen. But ever since FTR has started their reign of terror, ever since FTR has become tag team champions, the FTR World Tour that we have been on has been absolutely amazing. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this crowd right here in New Mexico. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this episode right here on Universe Mode, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and you subscribe for more, because with WrestleMania right around the corner, we're trying to hit 3K right before the pay-per-view. So if you can make that happen, that'll be awesome. But if you can't, either way, we are coming to you guys with the heat, with the content, and that does not stop us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Professional wrestling is taking a forefront, as Dax Hardwood is going to be going one-on-one with Johnny Gargano, a straight-up wrestling match, that you would probably argue would say, hey, that's a Mayhem match. But no, we're giving these guys the spotlight to do it big and to do it right here in New Mexico. And they're going to do a damn good job, ladies and gentlemen. Every single time that we see FTR, we don't give them the nickname 7-Star FTR for absolutely no reason. Every time we see this team, they show up and show out. We talked about momentum earlier tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is what that's for right now. Bragging rights going into the pay-per-view. And look at that now. Beautiful duck under there by Dax. Dax though getting kicked into the midsection there by Johnny Gargano. Gargano trying to go big, go home early here. As beautiful kick there by Gargano. Sliding through with that vintage kick there. And now Gargano picking up Dax here. And oh man, look at this. Early on here as Gargano escape locked in early on. Middle of the ring. Nowhere for one half of the tag team champions to go. Dax Hardwood out of the way. Wait a minute now. Hardwood. Oh, maybe guess again. Yeah, that might have been a little too early on by Gargano going for that maneuver right early on there. But listen, you can't blame him. Johnny Wrestling wanted to make it big and make it mean something here tonight, as look trying to go for that clothesline there. And look at that now as Dax is down on the ground there. Stomp to the chest there by Gargano into the cover. 1, 2, and no. Kick out there by Dax. And oh man, what a main event we are already seeing. And the matchup barely started, what, 1-2 minutes ago? I mean, ladies and gentlemen, these are two guys who are going to come out here and really toe the line here tonight. We heard earlier tonight from FTR, and listen, Cash, he let it be known that going into WrestleMania, FTR was taking no prisoners, but that was an absolutely beautiful tornado DDT springing off the second rope there by Gargano, and now Gargano waiting for Dax to get back in the ring, and as Dax does, beautiful sidewalk slam on the knee there by one half of the tag team champions here as Dax Hardwood now. Beautifully done there by Hardwood, dropping down Gargano there, and now Gargano now looking to press down in that arm, bend those ligaments and work on him a bit here in the matchup. Beautifully done there by by Dax Hardwood. And look at this now, another sidewalk slam for his effort. You know, this is that slower pace that you expect to see from FTR. They're a little slower in pace, but with every maneuver that they do, it hits that much more, ladies and gentlemen. I'd say it's even more effective. Another neck breaker there by Dax Hardwood there. Johnny Gargano. Gargano looking to go up, and is he going to go down again for another suplex? No, I eat my words there. Stopping him in his tracks, hitting him with a picture-perfect drop kick. Gargano looking to go for another punch. Dax saying no, though. Dax trying to follow through and fight through against the challenger here tonight, being Johnny Gargano. And Gargano now in a bit of trouble here as Dax looking to use the corner to his advantage, and that he does into the cover. Is this one going to be it here tonight? Oh, no. Thought he was going to put him away there with the count, but look at this now, meeting him right on the outside. Dax Hardwood having this one beautifully scouted here tonight as FTR, for the first time here in Universal Mode, is in New Mexico, making their debut in this city here tonight, right here in the main event for you guys as DIY. DIY has wrestled here before, but never Johnny Gargano in singles capacity, so first time ever for Gargano. And look at this now, Gargano going right into the ring there as Dax throwing him in, trying to pace himself and get up to his feet there. And oh, Gargano takes him down there, feeling a bit of a comeback there as Gargano takes him down once again, sliding him through there, going for that big kick. Vintage Gargano, if we've ever seen it ourselves now. Gargano has Dax exactly where he needs him to be, right in the corner. Launch pad, gets him! He's put men away with that maneuver in the past. Will he put away one half of the tag team champions with it? I don't know. Seems like he wants to go for the 4 trifecta now. Gargano escape. Is it locked in? It is. It is there. Johnny Gargano with the Gargano escape already? What the hell? Already Dax Hardwood getting out of the Gargano escape with absolute ease. I mean, come on. And look at that now, Gargano. Gargano catching Dax Hardwood there, but I mean, I don't know how Dax got out of that Gargano escape that fast. I mean, come on. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is not an easy maneuver to get out of. And the fact that Gargano, oh man, the fact that Gargano had everything locked in and still Dax did it. It just shows you the kind of level that FTR is operating on going into WrestleMania. But now look at that now, beautiful suplex there. Looked like he wanted to go for the cover with it, but Gargano's foot might have caught the rope there. If I could be wrong, but it seems like that's what was happening. And beautiful work there once again. Once again there by Dax. And Dax now looking to, bend that arm. And perfectly done there by Dax Hardwood, bending that arm there, knocking it down, looking to place Gargano's centerpiece in the ring exactly where he needs him to be. And Gargano could be in for a bit of trouble here as Dax Hardwood now. Big knee to the arm there, and Gargano finding a way out of it. Underdog from the underground, we've said it in the past, and Gargano throwing shades of it. Big kick there, but moving out of the way. God, oh my, big lariat there by Dax Hardwood. I mean, I know JBL's smiling right now. Somewhere at home or I don't know where he is. That man is smiling right now because that right there, straight impact there by that Dax Hardwood just did. Now that's wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. That is professional wrestling. And look at this now as Dax Hardwood now looking to line up Gargano. Oh man, look at this. Sidewalk on the apron. Hardwood has Gargano locked in. Gargano's locked in, nowhere to go. And now look at this now, using the barricade to his example. Oh my God, using the barricade to his own advantage. I mean, talk about sick and sadistic. I mean, this is a different shade of FTR. I feel like a shade that we haven't expected to see out of FTR in quite a long time. I definitely wouldn't have argued that DIY would have brought it out of them, as DIY is, they go under the heart and soul name for a damn good reason, but I feel like that's what they're going to need if they're going to want to walk away with a victory here tonight. They are going to need heart and soul, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful maneuver there by Johnny Gargano, knocking him down. Big drop kick into the corner there. There's Gargano looking to slow this one down. Gargano looking to put this one at his own pace. Gargano needs momentum. Gargano needs to get this comeback. He needs to keep this momentum on his side. Beautiful work there by Johnny Gargano, knocking off the arm there, but it was the padded arm. I personally would have went for that other arm, that right arm by Dax, but Dax now getting brought right into the corner there. Seems like he had Gargano well scouted, as Gargano still is not 100% off of the maneuver that was just done to him a little while ago. And this right here is exactly where Dax likes to be, but a rope break just came at clutch for Gargano. Oh my goodness, a rope break just saved Johnny Gargano, because if that sharpshooter got locked in, it was definitely going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen, as now look at this, and oh, big kick there by Dax. Gargano moving out of the way, weaving a punch there, and Gargano having Dax exactly where it needs in the big. Gargano! Caught Dax, big stomp to the chest there. And I think the challenger is looking real good going into WrestleMania. We talk about momentum all this show, and a wing clipper by the tag champ. Wing clipper by one half of the tag team champions, something that I was not expecting. Wow. Dax Hardwood's definitely feeling it here tonight as Gargano goes for something here. Beautiful work there. Talk about flips coming into play. And oh my goodness, Johnny Gargano's head just bounced right off of the ring mat. Is he okay? 2 and 3, Gargano took a loss here tonight, and that last clothesline by Dax Hardwood, that definitely was it, ladies and gentlemen. That knocked the lights out of Johnny Gargano, but what a main event here tonight as they brought out the straight up professional wrestling for you right here for New Mexico. I mean, talk about a victor. Oh, what the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, Jimmy Uso out here. Uso attacking Ciampa. Uso attacking Cash Wheeler. Oh my God. A steel chair in hand by the Uso. And oh, look at this, Jay on the other side here, as Jay was not allowing Dax to go back to the other side. And Gargano's definitely out after that clothesline that he just suffered. And look at this now, the Usos now double teaming FTR, or excuse me, I should just say Dax. After, whoa, one hell of a main event. Now the Usos coming out here, and oh, big kick there. Super kicked them right into the corner. Big punches here by Jimmy Uso. It seems like the Usos are finally back on the same page. We have been waiting for that redemption by Jey Uso. Is this that redemption by Jey Uso as Uso instructs him? Jimmy drops him down. Uso with an Uso splash. Uso splash by Jey Uso and a 1 to the sky. And I think that Jey is acknowledging our tribal chief. And a splash there by Jimmy. Talk about a nail in the coffin. And ladies and gentlemen, we talked about FTR, we talked about DIY, but this is that third team. This is that third team in the mix of that triple threat tag team match at Mania. But the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Usos were in this exact same picture last year at WrestleMania, and when they were the underdogs, they came out on top, and it seems like they found their edge after a lot of manipulation by our tribal chief. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the match that is going to be taking place, triple threat match. It is also going to be Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, two of these women taking each other on for the Women's World Championship. It is going to be damn good, but that's not all. We have a WrestleMania announcement that is going to change the very foundation of Universe Mode, and it'll be brought to you by William Regal, and it is coming your way to kick you off March 17th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's not all, ladies and gentlemen, as 6-man tag match will be coming your way, as we will be seeing The Shield, Brawling Brutes. It's going to be damn good, as it's been heating up for the last couple of weeks, and I doubt the heat's going to go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. But we also introduced the new championship. It'll be a fatal 4-way match to decide who will be crowned that new champion. Who will it be? Find out come March 17th. And now confirmed after tonight, Bryan Danielson will be having an open challenge for WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania heats up from here at this point, and it is going to be damn good. But if you thought that's where the action stops, it doesn't, because inside your main event, it will be Finn Balor taking on Will Ospreay. But Balor, ladies and gentlemen, he's bringing the demon, and he's bringing him March 17th to WrestleMania. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more content on the channel, because more content is coming you guys' way. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.